Hello everybody on YouTube. In today's list video, in the spirit of Christmas, we're going to do what all families do in Christmas, which is yell at people. So this one's a little bit of a different list than we normally do. We haven't done kind of what we call inside of the code for PBG, a dumb list, where it's just like, wait a minute.
I thought you valued my opinion.
The list that's not really a list, and I mean it is a list. This is actually everything is true. This is the least clickbait list we've ever done. But these are just 10 cards that will cause us to mail Travis to your house so he can yell at you. Travis is going to lead all the conversation, and Bryn and I are going to join in without getting yelled at too much, hopefully.
Just don't say the cards that I don't like are good.
That's fair, that's fair.
It's easy.
It's very easy. So Travis will definitely be in the comments of this video. So if you want to comment and defend any of these cards, I'm just going to tell you right now, he's probably going to yell at you.
Yeah, he's probably already got a whole bunch of comments already typed up and ready to copy paste.
Yeah, actually, if you guys are like willing to come to the Discord, which I'm sure Justin will link below, I will yell at you in person and tell you why your opinion's bad.
Yeah. On that note, I also going to quickly make a note of the things I said I was going to link in that one video. So
that'd be important.
Travis, why don't you talk about our first one, which is Switchblade Level 0. Why does this one make you yell at people?
So if you are playing this card, is because either you have not played with it before and realize that it's awful, or you have literally never watched one of our videos in which we talk about how awful this card is. It is bad. You should not play it. I don't think that's a contentious opinion.
But Travis, you included this one in one of your deck lists.
Travis
the only one I might have included in was Tony Morgan's to make him worse.
That's so
It's a Jenny Barnes deck.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh my god, what have I done? Yeah, you shouldn't play this card, and don't play the deck that Bryn's talking about, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, in fairness, I'm pretty sure that I got a very large amount of influence over what actually went in that deck.
Oh, is that with the core set and the
cycle
it's like
ones?
Core
set and
wasn't
cycle.
That many options.
There's not very many good options, but yeah.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Honestly, if you have when I say better weapons, I mean Annie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but don't play this card because if you do, you just haven't been paying attention.
What if we play it to remind us to upgrade it to the level 3-1, or the level 2-1 rather?
I will be less upset, but still upset.
That's fair.
What if I play it because my name is Dexter, and I can turn things into other things with magic?
Yes, but you could play good things and turn them into other things instead of bad things.
This is fast.
Yeah, there's other fast things you can play.
How many of them cost 1?
I don't know. I don't play the green cards. They're bad.
Oh man. Note to self, illicit Dexter deck.
Oh, let's go.
It's never going to work because you can't play enough of the illicit cards because they're all too high level.
Yeah. Poor Dexter. He'll never be the magician thief he dreams
just
to
play
be.
good cards instead, Bryn.
We're getting him angry. No, this is good, but keep stoking the fire.
See, like, I'm playing this one because
it
basically costs 0 and lets me play one of my next things as though it were also fast.
Travis, what if I want to, while I'm playing Rolling Banks, versatile into Switchblade?
I'm not going to play with you.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I don't deserve it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right.
But, like, actually, if you versatile into Switchblade Level 0,
no.
Have you considered that you're griefing? Yeah. Like, not only yourself, but everybody else who ever...
You'll get banned from
You're not just making the game worse
like,
for you, you're making it worse for all your teammates.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I got my versatile for this.
I'll kill you.
All right, Travis. Let's see. What's next? What is another card?
I don't know where you put them in. Dr. William T. Nelson. Yeah, this one was Bryn's suggestion. And yeah, he's like really, really good, but he's not good enough. It's the tough thing. Like 1 money for a 2/2 soak is so, like, he is 2/2 soaking. He has like a good ability too.
Yeah.
This is almost like a 3 experience red card.
Yeah.
That you just get.
You just get.
At level 0 for 1 money.
For 1 money.
Yeah, and he takes damage and horror for you.
And the thing is, though, if you put him in your deck, Travis is going to yell at you because it's not.
He's just not good enough.
Yeah, he's not good enough.
Why aren't you playing Dr. Milan or Jeremiah Kirby? They give you plus book and other things too.
Yeah.
And better effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is just an issue with yellow cards. Yellow cards are OP.
Nope.
It is kind of crazy.
What if Justin were to versatile this guy into his deck,
I would be surprised, but not.
but like without any ability to pick up clues, like a Tommy Muldoon deck?
That's pretty efficient. Like that's an economy card, right? That would be not the optimal choice, but I can understand that. You're like, I pay 1 money, I get 4 money back, and Tommy will do it, right? Yeah.
It actually is. Yeah,
That's a pretty good rate.
You get the world in play, and then you have like, or whatever the
star.
Yeah,
The world's the yellow one.
Yeah, the world's the other one.
I'm only talking about
It's the color that he
My
is.
mind instantly goes to the importing card, like the importing color first, and it's always just that one. But with the stars, this is basically just 1 for 3 and 3. You also need a versatile. We're forgetting that part of it, but still.
Only if you're not rolling banks.
Yeah.
Like no, it could be not exactly rolling banks. It could also be Lola, but that's not on this list.
No, Lola should have been on the list. You're right.
Yeah.
Lola should have been on the list.
All right, let's go to the next one. Oh, Travis, watch this.
That's why I don't like it. It's not a really good card. You should play there's a lot of other economy cards you should play before this one, which means that the only reason you're actually playing this is you can see this, hey Travis, watch this, when you play it. The only reason these guys play it, so I don't.
I play it because this guy looks like Keanu.
Keanu Reeves, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
If it makes
You
you
still
feel
say
better,
the thing when you play it, and I don't like it.
if it makes you feel better, the only place I now play this card is in parallel skids, because if you're going to be gambling, you might as well be super gambling.
It might as well be the only thing you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's worse.
I do think
better.
this card is very good in Winifred. If
Oh, yeah.
What you need is an economy piece, because this is like economy, but also still like contributes towards your card draw effect. So,
Man, Travis,
good.
I haven't told you to watch this in forever.
No, it's
You would have killed me if this was in my
Nice.
Monterey Jack deck. You would have actually murdered me with a knife.
it doesn't even commit for a buck.
I'm like, yo, Travis, I'm bringing my Crystallizer of Dreams deck. Travis, watch this. You would have stabbed me. That would have been it.
I'd have been pretty upset, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty bit of Nombo in that Mario Jack deck.
Oh no.
All right, let's see what is next.
Sharns Opal. I don't like this one because it makes one person better than the other people, and also makes the other people protect them, because if they don't, you lose.
There was a funny comment that someone quoted your thought of Sharns Opal from an old video when you were like, I'm willing for you to die for this experience to Bryn and I. It was really funny.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't like cards in cooperative card games that make one person like kind of a Superman of sorts.
Agreed.
Compared to others. Also, why I don't like Kiwis. It's not on the list because I don't hate nearly as much as these other cards. But
Yeah.
It's also kind of just a good card.
yeah, it's just like too good, you know. But like, it's not fun to have one person who can like outpace all the other people. But and we've talked about this before. I don't like how game warping this card is, where it becomes like you have to keep this person alive to get the extra experience. If they don't, they have to start over on scenario 5 or whatever. You're just screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would very much like to see a reworked version of this someday, where it gives you, you get +2 experience if you survive the scenario, but if you don't, then you lose, like you gain like 4 less or something like that.
Yeah.
So then you've still got like the risk reward element there, but like
People don't feel as
the
inclined to
punishment is not
protect you.
like, well, we're fucked.
Yeah. It is kind of nice that at our table we kind of just all agree and like we don't like we're all like, nah, this isn't for us.
Yeah, I don't play any green cards.
I die too much.
And I also just
I would just die.
Look,
It
it's
is-
the truth.
it is kind of your thing. Yeah.
I would be pretty upset if you showed up with this. I'm like, Bryn, you are going to die. Like, why would you do this? We both know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh man, show up with this in a Preston deck.
You know, why are you griefing my game?
You're so funny. Bryn has it. Bryn is engaged with an enemy, and you're like, Travis, like, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna get these clues. I'm gonna attack this enemy that Bryn's holding at 1 to 4.
Just scenario 1, like, no, try again, please.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think the downside to this is just a little too high. And I don't think there is an upside that like could exist. that would make that downside worth it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, being
at least
killed.
ways not one that would be any kind of fun for anybody at the table.
10 extra experience.
Yeah, like obviously there are things you could trick me into doing a lot of things with the downside being my investigator might get killed because that happens anyway. But like,
I mean, your investigators rarely get killed.
well, yeah, only sometimes.
They get defeated a lot. They get
at the
driven
table.
insane once in a while, but
Yeah.
rarely killed.
At the table, he's the one who's lost investigators the most. Here.
Yep,
Yeah.
this is true.
Yeah.
All right, Travis. Shall we see what's next?
Yes. It's quick stay. I don't like this card because when you're playing yellow, you gotta put your clues down to the location to get +3 to a skill test. You're supposed to be picking up clues. We're using the +3 for to pick up clues better. That's stupid.
You're using the +3 for a combat test in Roland, so then there's a clue now definitely on your location that you can pick up after you just murder this man.
Okay, if you play this card outside of Roland. Yeah, but you don't. You try and get the clues. Why would you put them down?
I'm kind of with you on this because, like, someone on the
This one wasn't meant to be serious, Justin.
oh, but I want to talk about it. I want to talk
Okay.
about it.
Okay.
It's like the other thing is like apart from like Roland, you could be like people could argue you use it defensively, right? But on the Reddit there was a thing where someone broke down all the stats by class, and the Seekers have like good brain stat too.
Oh yeah.
And it's like one of those cards that I always think I'm like, oh, this will be cool, but then you're like, I'm never gonna ever activate this because why put clue down?
I mean, the actual value behind it is when you have things like, what's it called? The untranslated thing that like is Rex, for example, where like normally for most things to get the extra clue you need +2, and this gives you +3, so it like both like gives you back the clue, but also gives you +1 towards actually passing,
That's fair.
or towards your next like up to.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
If
Yeah.
I could play this in the Bob Jenkins deck that I'm currently playing, I would play it. I don't investigate because I want the clues. I investigate because I want my scavenging to proc.
Classic greedy Bob. Even though he gives goods away, he never gives me bandages.
He doesn't need to. You just have them.
I can just hold them.
But whoever has the bandages has the respect, and the fact that he doesn't give me the bandages, I know he
There's
doesn't
a lot of
respect
value
me.
on toilet paper, dude.
We're in Antarctica.
Just wipe your ass with the snow.
Didn't get frostbite in my butthole?
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna get frostbite in my butthole. Let's go to the next card. I don't want to talk about it.
This is all in. This one's only for 2 reasons. I don't like it because the first time I played it, turned out I was cheating. I feel like I kind of got scammed by that. The Fin deck.
It is a weird one. It is a weird one.
And I also don't like how if someone else plays this, you could be drawing 5 cards with it, and then you could have more cards than me.
Did you know that Rex Murphy can't play this card for 2 reasons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is the big one that
Well, it's level 5 in green.
Yeah. It's also a
fortune?
It's also
Yep.
a fortune.
Yeah, but I like drawing cards, and I don't like when other people draw more than me.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh man, I was playing with this card
It
in
makes
this
me wish
Trish
I was
deck.
playing their deck.
Because then they like Travis. Look, you drew your weakness, but I'm gonna put it back in and also keep these cards.
Yeah, and I wish I was playing a deck that could play this, which means I'd be playing a green deck.
Oh no.
Yeah, but you can be playing Trish
Travis.
Scarborough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's yellow.
sort of.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, like the deck that I played the first time through Innsmouth. I was just playing with this card and cards that made my foot
Book.
my foot in my book better.
I know.
And,
I was here.
Yeah, I know you were, but like, you eat too many goldfish. Affects the memory. You know?
Well, true. Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
the goldfish cracker
Yeah.
eating habits are the culprit there, Bryn.
All right,
Yeah.
Travis.
Yeah, what's
Oh.
next?
What's next?
Blasphemous Covenant. This one also shared a slot with False Covenant, but this one won out. I don't like this one because it means you're playing curse tokens, and then I have to draw them. And this one in particular lets you benefit from them, and then you put them back into the bag for me to draw
I
at
felt
a
like
later date.
we were bullying you in that campaign.
I felt a little bit bullied, I'm not gonna lie. You guys are like, oh, put curse tokens, oh, I get +1, hey. And then Bryn would be like, oh yeah, just put that off to the side, draw a new one. And then I'd be like, I'll get -6.
And then I'm like, oh good, I drew a curse token +1. Let's keep going. Thanks, Travis, for drawing this out of the bag for me.
Oh man, I mean that was a good time.
It was funny, but I
was a
still
good
felt
time.
bullied, and I don't like that.
To sit there and shout at people because they're like, I have -8 to this test, and you're like, I need those tokens.
We're yelling, we need those for the Armageddon that Bryn has, Travis!
What are you doing? Like, I don't know.
I'm just
I'm
feeling
trying, man.
I'm feeling. You're making
I'm trying to not drum. Stop yelling.
Travis is just sitting off at the end of the table, and he's like, I'm fighting for my fucking life here.
Yeah.
God, that.
It's a bad time, man.
Oh, man, it was funny
It
though.
was funny.
Yeah,
I think if we're gonna do something like that again, we gotta talk about it before.
I agree.
Like a little more than we did.
Yeah.
Why? It went great. I still got to do things mostly because I adapted my deck to rely on not making tests.
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Oh man.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, and that's the worst too, because like, if you have access to Blasphemous Covenant or like False Covenant, and someone on your table is doing curses and you can buy it, problem solved. If you can't though, you're in that situation where it's just like,
Would you like to make a test? You're like, no.
no, please, no.
I'm not up 7.
Yeah, and then not only like when we use it or one of our covenants on you, we like look at you, and be like, Travis, say thank you, fucking thank us.
Thank you. Thank us for helping you overcome the detriment that we imposed.
Yeah. Alright, what is next? Mandy Thompson.
Yeah, I don't like Mandy Thompson because if you're playing her, that means I can't. And also, other people take far too long with their searches. I've played this with someone else recently, and they took a very long time on their turns, and I did not like that. I do not like waiting for my turn.
I'm just gonna play Mandy Thompson, and I'm gonna show up with a
Please
Sensei's
do
Divining
not.
Top.
Please do not.
And I'm just gonna play Divining Top.
I spent enough of my time my life waiting for your turn, Spirit.
Look, it's not my fault that I get to take like 17 actions or whatever. Like,
That is true. He did choose the class to take a lot of actions because he likes to have you watch.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I will say YouTube agrees. They don't like it when we play Mandy. They get bored, which makes sense.
I play Mandy because I play through my turns. I don't try to do things optimally because it doesn't matter. You just generate so much damage. You just plow through everything anyway.
Yeah, my thought process whenever I search was like, is deduction here? No, okay, I'll grab this thing instead.
I'll grab a thing that might find deduction.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, more deductions. All right, Travis, next card here is Tony Morgan.
Tony Morgan. I don't like Tony Morgan. He's a green investigator, which is like already a mark against him. And also, he's the best fighter in the game. And green shouldn't be. Blue should be. Because that's the thing they're supposed to be good at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue is the best fighter in the game.
Is it
They
Tony
get
Morgan
weapons
with
that
blue?
don't suck.
Yeah, but they don't get Tony Morgan.
No, this is true. But they get to play stuff like Mark Harrigan, who's mono blue.
But Tony...
But Tony.
The 20 gets extra actions, Bryn.
Yeah, but not that many of them.
And 20 gets 5 punch too.
Yeah, but not that many of them.
And 20 gets money for killing things.
Yeah,
To
but
play
not that
his
many
good
of them.
fighting things. But if you take all those, not that many of those, and add them together, that's a lot of
It's
those.
many of those.
Yeah, it's many. It's many things.
When not many become many.
Tony also can play blue cards, or if he doesn't
Not
want to, he
the
can,
good ones, though.
like, prepare
Not,
for the worst.
sorry, let me try that again. Not that many of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna take that take again.
Yeah, let's run this take again.
Yeah, he's too good. I don't like it.
I do agree that he probably shouldn't have 5 punch and should have a point somewhere else in his stats.
4, 3.
Like, not his brain, because it can't be, because green.
Should be 4 fist, 3 foot.
Yeah.
But then everyone's gonna be like, but why would he want to run away from things? I don't care. 5's too much for a stat.
It doesn't matter. It's a nerf. It's not supposed to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if he was just like, 2-4-4-2.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you can have the book.
Mm-hmm.
Makes
maybe
sense.
you get to dump bounty counters on locations when they're flipped. When you investigate, you can consume the bounty.
New character.
New character. It's Tony Morgan again.
Tony Morgan again, but different.
No, I do think 5 is like a little much. It's like mostly because all of the green weapons in the game are balanced by the fact that they assume that you're not going to have a good punch score. You're going to have like 3-ish.
And then you have 5.
And then he's just like 5.
Yeah, the thing I like about the 4 stat is that most of the time you need something else to like get comfortably over things, right? And that makes it so that you need to rely on your deck building. But now you're like at 5, so like you can just be like, you're like already there, and then things push you over, right? And it's just too much.
Yeah, like the thing that is supposed to, well, not supposed to, it does make him worse, is that he doesn't get to fight reliably, because he doesn't have access to the blue weapons that do so. And like green weapons are unreliable.
It is true. Like if a Mauser misfires.
Yeah, if you draw a real bad token, well, I mean it has to be a real bad token because you got 5. Like you don't get to shoot. You don't get to shoot anymore.
Yeah. But then you just punch them with your freaking 5 fist.
You just punch them with your reliable knuckle dusters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, he's quite fragile. Like he's only got
like,
5 sanity, and he doesn't have any defensive stat to speak of. But you can fix that pretty easily by picking either red or blue.
Or just Lonnie.
And playing those.
The 5 brain stat doesn't count because most blue investigators who fight also have that issue or similar issue.
Yeah, but they get like brain numbers that don't suck.
Yeah, no, that part is fair.
Yeah. Yeah, like many blue characters have a 3 or a 4.
But I mean, now you just run.
They're working with a little more.
You just run Lonnie and heavy furs, and you like never lose again.
Yeah.
Because you can now just hurt that at will.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I mean, Lonnie is very strong.
Yeah. But like she was always just like fine with the coat. You get heavy furs, and now you get to just redraw tokens like Wendy Adams, and then just heal horror in the process. All right, Travis, should we go to your last card?
Sure. Oh, it's versatile. Yeah. Don't play. This card is bad. It's just bad, man. Like, there's some situations where it is good, but most of the time people are like, hey, I can play a meme card in my deck and by making it worse. And like...
Dude, I'm going to put this in my Bob Jenkins deck so that I can add a 6th green card.
God. Like, I've played this card exactly once, and it was for the explicit purpose of adding more cards to my deck, so I was less likely to draw Harvey's crippling weakness.
Yeah,
and what did you added a deny existence, right?
Yes.
To also counter that?
Yes. Yeah. Like, there are legitimate uses for this card, but most of the time people are like, hey, you should play with versatile because you can.
Like, going off like what Harvey Walters does as well, like why he's an exception too is that you're not really building around something. You just draw cards and then get clues. And he has like...
What do you mean? That's not building around something.
If you
can like do it with a good number, right? Like his number sets are good enough. You're not like trying to do anything fancy. You're just like doing good at the game, right? If you don't have a magnifying glass...
Drawing
like,
cards is something to do.
No, I agree. I agree. But the thing is like, it's not just like... You're not like trying to build around a weapon. You're not trying to find a weapon, right? So if you
you're building around cards.
Yeah, but if you put a versatile in your deck, and your goal is to like find a Cyclopean hammer and fight, versatile makes that worse, right? Yes. But with Harvey Walters, your
goal is to take some mushrooms.
Like you're able to like you draw cards and get clues. And that isn't like finding a specific thing. That's something you can do, and then that makes up for the 5 extra cards.
Oh yes, this is an argument against versatile. Excellent. Yes.
It's it's an argument why it works in Harvey Walters.
Okay. Yes.
Because like your goal isn't to find something. Your goal is to just progress the game and draw cards in your deck. So it being here isn't actually like a downside. But if your goal is to find a Cyclopean hammer, this is gonna fuck you over so hard finding that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if your plan is,
spend your 2 experience on a backpack instead.
Yeah. Like, even if your plan is like, I know what I'll do, I'll put a prepared for the worst in my deck. That'll help me find it. This versatile will get me there.
Card apparently also upsets Justin.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan. No, it's just kind of like one of those things where just, if you have a plan for your deck, you need to get that plan going, right?
I also absolutely despise the new Edge of the Earth stuff where people are like, oh, you can take in the thick of it to buy this and then buy it. It's just like, God, I don't need forced learning in all my decks. It's stupid.
Yeah, I also don't like in the thick of it. I
also don't like that.
There are cases, like I think Leo Anderson being able to get a charisma scenario 1 is fine. But I'm not just going to put in the thick of it. Like, 3 experience is not worth 2 trauma. Because the game gives out fucking experience like candy. You just have to like look at the location now.
Maybe in Dunwich.
Yeah. But
like, I think it depends a little bit who you're playing as well.
Yeah, like you
whether
said, like
you can-
Leo
whether you
Anderson,
can
it'd be
soak
nice
that.
for.
yeah.
Or
So-
for like Calvin. You take
Yes.
the trauma and then you get like charisma with it, and you're like, I can just play Pete and
Yeah.
Jessica.
Or
already.
even just a Spirit of Humanity right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there are cases for it, but it's not just something like, because I see a lot of people go like, you should put this in your deck to do this. Like, no, I don't need that. I'll get there. My level 0 deck is going to function
Yeah.
just fine without it.
Yeah.
Sir, who
Man,
else do you
so
think
I'm gonna take in the thick of it to take versatile at deck building, so that the card that I add that is off color can be underworld support. So then I have to build a 30 card deck that's singleton for no fucking reason. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
It sounds amazing.
You know what? I'm happy for it. It's so stupid.
You can just build a singleton deck anyway, chimp. You don't have to take 2 trauma for it.
No, but see, then you can take Thermos, and now Thermos is doing better.
No.
Just
The more I think
Blood
about it,
shoots
the
out.
stupider it is.
yeah.
Oh man.
Alright. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Do you guys want to see Bryn and I also make similar kinds of lists of cards that just annoy us? Because we'll do it. We'll do it. Let us know in the comments, and it should be a good time. I had a great time making this list. This was
fun.
Huge thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel. It means the world to me. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you want to support the channel, you can subscribe, you can like, you can comment. All of that's good. You can also join the Patreon. You can join the Discord to come ask Travis to yell at you. And in addition, this Sunday, we're going to be releasing How to Win Understanding Jank, where Travis is going to teach people
Yeah.
how to build a deck around cards that might be janky in his mind.
Bryn will help too.
Bryn will
Bryn's good at
help.
that too.
No, Bryn's a dreamer.
Like, yes, but Bryn is also good at that.
He is good, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Bryn's the dreamer, and then this happened a lot when we used to play Magic. Bryn it come up with deck ideas, and I would bring them back to Earth.
Yeah.
Sometimes they worked out, but
Dude, that Astral Drift deck was
that
sick.
deck was actually sick.
Man, my favorite part was watching the light leave your opponent's eyes when you were like, this is the 7th time that I have played this Path to Exile, and I'm putting it back in my hand again.
Like, I'll attack you, like, I'll block with Thragtusk, I'll flicker
Yeah.
Thragtusk. They're like, no.
Oh
Sick.
man, that was so good. Or you'd sit there and you'd be cycling like 3 lands every turn to keep your opponent's guys off the board during their turn.
Yeah, and they think you're playing value deck and you play new perspectives,
Yeah.
and they're like, eh.
And they'd like, so they'd go wide to try and get around it, and you'd be like, this card is called Supreme Burning.
Yeah.
So sick.
That was a good deck.
Oh man, that deck was wild.
Alright, well, we'll see you next week for another list video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. And as always, GG's!